Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your July 2023 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, take out the crossword as always, and I also pull the 4 agreements, wisdom, oracle, and Mudra card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, so we have Aquarius, and Aquarius is actually your third house of communications, short journeys, and siblings. Astrologically speaking, not really anything going on there. We had Pluto there for a bit, but now it moved back into Capricorn. But could still be a focus on an area of life for you guys. I will say in early August, there will be full moon in Aquarius. We also have Mars. Mars is going to be in Leo for about the first half of July, and then it's going to move into Virgo from there, so that's going to be going from your 9th house of higher learning, philosophy, foreign affairs into your 10th house of career and social status. And we have 12, so 12th house energy for you guys is Scorpio. Astrologically speaking, we just have the South Node wrapping up its transit through there, but in general, 12th house points to spirituality, blind spots, and mental health. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started with the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the moon. And challenging that, we have the 7 of Cups. So this is actually a Scorpio energy here, which we saw come up in your dice with 12th house. So could just be saying that you're not seeing a situation clearly right now, and possibly the reason why is you could just be trying to take on too much, so maybe your mind is just so distracted and going in so many different directions that it's almost preventing you from seeing any one situation clearly right now. So if that's the case, could just be asking you to withdraw a little bit and really just try to focus on one thing at a time. Alright, in the foundation position, we have the sun. So for some of you, maybe there's a good intention behind it, right? Maybe you're just feeling like a light, playful energy to where you do want to take on a lot of things at once, but it could just be saying that in the midst of doing so, it could just be causing a little bit more confusion at this time. If that's the case, maybe could just be saying that as we get toward the end of July and the sun moves into Leo, which is a more supportive energy for you as a fellow fire sign, then that might be more of the time to try to take on more things. Alright, in the balance position, we have the 10 of Wands. So this is actually a Sagittarius energy here. So this could just be saying that you have been taking on a lot in the past, right? And another indicator of not seeing things clearly too is, if we look at the way he's holding those wands, right? It's like, it's not even necessarily clear if he could see his path forward holding them like that. So it could just be one of those things where, like I said, maybe you guys have just been taking on too much, whether physically or just in your mind. Alright, in the present position, we have the High Priestess. So yeah, for me, I see this as an indicator that it's asking you to just pull back a little bit, right? And just really focus on one thing and then really just tap into your intuition. And I feel like that'll just help clear up a lot of things for you at this time. Alright, in the near future position, we have the Queen of Wands. So technically this is an Aries card here, but it's a fellow fire energy. So it could just be one of those things where it's saying that if you do take that time to just, settle your mind for a little bit, maybe just take a day or two away from everything, all of the outside noise, that could put you back on track and have you feeling more in your element in the near future. Right. In the position of your influence in the situation, we have the Queen of Swords. So I could see this playing out two ways. Could just be saying that once you feel grounded, right, you're like, okay, I got the clarity that I need, I'm feeling back in my element, I'm good to go. But for some of you, this could also be saying that to the other extreme, if maybe you've been trying to factor in too many things, right? So before you do anything, you think about, oh, well, what's this decision? How is this decision going to impact the other person, right? So you could just be doing a little bit too much analysis around situations to where it's leading to stagnation. So that could be how it's playing out for some of you. But even if that was the case, I feel like this really could be embodying both of those energies, saying that that might have been the way the energy was playing out for you in the past, but now when you do take a little bit of time to ground, reconnect, feel back in your element, then you will be able to make those decisions more clearly. All right, in the environment position, we have the Six of Wands. So Leo energy here could just be saying that as we get into Leo season, and more specifically, this is the middle 10 degrees of Leo, which will be right around the start of August. Could just be saying that then you might actually start to see some recognition for your work, right? Whatever progress you've been working toward, it looks like you could actually start to see that recognition at that point. And in the hopes or fears position, we have the King of Cups. So yeah, for some of you, this could be maybe even a bit of a fear for some of you, where maybe you're feeling a little bit isolated, right? Because maybe part of you knows that you're not necessarily seeing things clearly, so that could have you withdrawing a little bit, trying to figure out what's going on here, right? But for others, maybe it's more of a hope, where you actually are hoping for that quiet time, right? If there's too many things going on, where you're like, okay, I need to step away, get away, be alone for a bit to recalibrate. All right, in the outcome position, we have the Page of Swords. So yeah, I will say, you might not feel like you have every single thing figured out as we move to the end of the month, but it looks like at least you're going to be ready to take action. Like, okay, I feel more grounded now. I feel like my mind's more organized. Let me get moving, All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. So one way this energy could be playing out is maybe it could be someone in your environment that's coming forward, right? Extending a helping hand, coming forward with a loving energy toward you. Or for some of you, that could be maybe what you're doing, right? So maybe if that's why you found yourself distracted, for example, right? Maybe like, okay, I can't stop thinking about this person. Let me reach out, see how they're doing, right? Could be the impact of the Venus retrograde that we'll be having in July also. All right, moving on to your Four Agreements card, we have be impeccable with your word, and it says create a beautiful dream. All right, it says your word can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. Impeccability of the word only creates beauty, love, and heaven on earth. So, yeah, I mean, I will say maybe if you have had some issues around communication lately, then that could be a message that could resonate for sure. Sounds a little dramatic, but hopefully it resonated then. All right, moving on to your Wisdom Oracle card, we have Co-Create. There's the artwork, and the number is 40. So let's see what this has to say. Okay, essential meanings says creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, manifestation. The Oracle's message: you may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating a reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with Spirit, Consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality, blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it. Now you're aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace will result. Prepare to be amazed. So yeah, definitely a positive message there, especially for those of you who, like I said, maybe you just had too many things going on in your mind, and as you get recalibrated, you'll feel like, okay, now I'm ready to put myself out there again. Okay, the relationship message says connections in the heart serve to inspire you, opening you up to new ideas you never would have come to on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You are going to be so happy that you kept the art open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. So yeah, definitely a pretty positive message there as well. And trying to see if I see a heavy romantic element to the spread. Not necessarily, but definitely some positive cards there if that is how it's going to play out for you guys, including the sun and the foundation. So if that resonated. All right, and The prosperity message says, flashes of inspiration give rise to great success when you receive this message. You are at your most creative now, and whatever you apply yourself to will lead to the fruition of your dreams. Remember that all of your ideas are channeled from a higher source. You create your reality in partnership with Spirit. The potential for manifestation is unlimited now. Revel in its vastness. That's an interesting message there, because let's say you've been getting a persistent message, right? So that could be what the High Priestess energy is pointing to there, but maybe you've been questioning it, right? Like, why do I keep getting this idea? That could just be saying that, hey, maybe you need to trust your intuition on that and see, like, hey, is there a reason I'm getting this intuitive hit over and over and over again, right? And maybe that could lead you onto a successful path if you just quiet your mind and really think about what it's trying to show you there. So hopefully that resonated. All right. And lastly, we have a mudra for you guys. This is your mudra here. It's the Kurma mudra, and the keyword for it is patience. Okay, let's see if I can get everything in the frame. All right, there we go. If you want to pause it or take a screenshot to read what it has to say. But under benefits, it says activates the body's self-healing power, balances the immune system, reducing the negative effect of hypo or hyperimmunity, harmonizes the relationship between the heart, fire, and the kidneys, water. So if that sounds like a mudra you think would be beneficial for you guys, we'll put the name in the description of it. As always, we'll wrap up there, and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.